Hey guys, Austin here, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase here on the channel. Today we are checking out a very fun mod I discovered recently known as the Lost Features mod. I'm going to be reviewing it for Minecraft version 1.20.1, so let's get right into this. If you guys have been enjoying the mod showcase on the channel, smash the like button, show your support, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into this. So what this mod does is essentially adds in a bunch of things that Minecraft was originally going to add into their more recent versions of Minecraft, but decided not to. This is, if you guys didn't know, in the more recent Minecraft updates, they allow people to vote on different mobs or things to be added in. And the things that don't get voted on or don't win normally just kind of get vaulted, if you will, and never actually arrive into the main game of Minecraft. But this mod actually brings a lot of those things into the world. So let's start things off with the Baobab tree. Or I guess that's how you say it. But this is what the tree looks like fully grown. As you can see, it has all the different wood type variations that you could possibly ever want. It does actually have a door and trapdoor. Unfortunately, the texture is kind of white in the center. But everything does work properly, and it is crafted with the same materials you would expect. And this tree will spawn naturally in the world. I'm not sure if there's a specific biome for it, but I do know it is set to spawn, so you will be able to have interacting with it. Next up, we have the Badlands cactus. So this actually is a fun cactus that was meant to spawn in the Badlands biome. With this mod, it now will. And it does the same thing a regular cactus does, where it can be smelted down into green dye, etc. But just keep in mind, it's just a baby cactus, and you can actually make it combine like so. You can build with it like this. It's kind of funny. Next up, we have the Skulk Jaws, which is actually a thing that was going to spawn in the Deep Dark. It has no crafting recipe or uses, but what it actually functions as is a way of attacking mobs. So if I were to get a pig really quickly and have it walk over this, you will see it gets eaten. The poor pigs, it just gets bit, and that's it. And keep in mind, pigs have like 10 health, and they're getting bit here, so it probably isn't a good idea if I walk over it either, but that is something that will now generate in the Deep Dark with this mod installed. Next up, we have termites. I'm not entirely sure when this was going to be added into vanilla Minecraft, but there is the termite nest core, and the termite spires. Now, there is no crafting recipe for this, and I'm not entirely sure where they will spawn. However, I will say that originally when I placed this down, I only placed these 4 blocks, and now there's the 5th block, so I assume it has the ability to spread over time, which is pretty terrifying, and not entirely sure what all else it's capable of doing, or if it can deal... Here, I'm going to test. Can I take damage? No, it doesn't deal damage to me. It seems like it's a type of block like mycelium or moss that will spread over time, which is pretty crazy. Next up, we have the Barnacle, and I see he's despawned, but let me actually respawn him back in. He is the aquatic mob that was one of the mobs that was going to be voted on being added in. And this is what he looks like. As you can see, a pretty terrifying creature that will spawn underwater. He pulls players underwater with his tongue and spawns in deep ocean biomes. So again, a pretty terrifying mob to contend with, and one that definitely will leave you breathless. Next up, we have the Wildfire, which I actually remember this one too. This one was meant to spawn in the Nether. Specifically, it's a blaze type entity, and it has 4 shields that orbit around it. It takes less damage the more shields it has, and spawns in nether fortresses. Yes, so another mob that was meant to make Minecraft a bit more difficult, and it wasn't voted upon because for some reason, whenever people vote on things in Minecraft to get added, they never want to have the very strong thing that's going to kill you be added in. Next up, we have the Moobloom, which is a cow that was going to be added into Minecraft. It has different types of flowers over top of it, and it basically works with bees. You can actually add these to your bee farm to make bees more powerful in terms of give them something to mate with. Next up, we have the Chillager, which, again, I don't know why they despawned, but here is the Chillager. This guy was going to spawn in raids. He's also known as the Iceologer. He summons falling ice above its target, and like I said, he will appear in raid battles. So whenever you trigger a raid, this guy will appear to make things all the bit more chillier for the villagers, you could say. Moving on, we have the Copper Golem, which is more recently voted on not being added in. So the Copper Golem can be summoned with a carved pumpkin at the top of copper or cut copper blocks. So similar to how you make an Iron Golem, except I think you only need 1 copper to make the Copper Golem, and he does everything a Golem would do. We also have the Tuff Golem, which can be summoned with a carved pumpkin on top of a tuff. So again, pretty much I assume the same thing that a regular Golem will do. And then finally, we have the ostrich. Ostrich, it doesn't have any information about it on their actual wiki page, but as you can see, this was something, again, that was going to make its debut in Minecraft, but unfortunately did not. And that's pretty much all the mod has right now, but it does continuously update. I'll tell you guys that right now. And again, its purpose is just to add in things that were initially supposed to be in the more recent versions of Minecraft, but it didn't make the cut. So this mod is now allowing them to actually appear in your world. So if you want to make Minecraft seem a bit more, I should say, fulfilling or full on how it was originally supposed to be, install this mod right now. It will probably change your gameplay experiences for certain biomes that you enter and make things maybe a tad bit more difficult for maybe the ocean or the nether based on this, or raid battles. But you can also have a fun bee farm with the cows, and you can have some more protectors and new mobs spawning in your world as well. So all in all, I think this is a pretty fun mod. If you guys want to download it, it will be linked down below in the description. And of course, if this mod does update to add in more things, I will be sure to, of course, update it as well. And it says something about fireflies, but there is no firefly spawner. It says fireflies will spawn in mangrove swamps at night. I don't know what that exactly is because I don't have a spawning for it, but it does say fireflies will be able to spawn. They might just be a visual thing. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I hope to see you all in the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Goodbye.